Yes, oh, come on, shawty.
Alright guys, so I decided to turn off the return pump for the aquarium. That way we could get a nicer view of the top view of the tank as well as the side view. Having the pump off gives us a better view of the Euphilia garden on top. So it's been a while since I've uploaded a video, and that's because this tank has just been on cruise control. I'm making this tank as simple as I can be, and to be honest guys, I've been really lazy to the fact that having an auto top off, I haven't installed it yet. Here and there I just add water to the aquarium, but to my surprise guys, the tank doesn't really lose as much water as I thought it did. That could be probably because I have my air conditioner on here at home. I do live in California where summer is basically around the corner, or are we in summer, still spring? But it's getting hot already. I am really surprised that the water hasn't evaporated at all. So this is one of the simplest tanks that I've had before previously. And guys, for those who are new, all I'm running is an AI Prime first generation LED. I haven't had no issues with this light since I've gotten them. Probably been having this light for about 3 years now. And for the heater, just a regular heater, I just have a Cami Clean Blue, or Cami Pure Blue. I forgot the name of the product. Just bio rings in the back, and that's pretty much it guys. I do not dose this tank at all. Nothing guys, just as simple as it could be. I do water changes either once every 2 weeks or once a month, depending how I like it. But one thing I've noticed guys, just having this tank on cruise control, the corals are doing wonderful. I have recovered a bunch of colors, dude. Like, I remember when that right there, that torch has lost its colors, and it's now growing. It's recovering its color really amazing. Like I told you guys previously, it had green tentacles with yellow tips, so it's already becoming how it used to be before. So that's really awesome. Again, sorry guys, I do not have any filter on this camcorder, so we won't get the actual colors of how the tank looks in person, but this torch is looking wonderful. I told you guys also that I was actually rehoming a lot of my torches and other corals that were in the Red Sea tank. That was because I had to downsize, and I didn't have much room for it. So I was debating if I should put this coral up in the auction groups that I'm doing in Facebook, but I said, you know what, I'm gonna just keep it. I don't really like doing the auctions. It's just too much work for me. I mean, it helped me rehoming a lot of corals. I did kind of regret selling some of the corals that I did, like the Indo Gold and some of my torch collection, but hey, at the end of the day guys, I didn't get what I paid for them, but it helped with some bills as well as not having too many corals to take care of. But this torch is looking wonderful. Now, one thing about all the Euphilia in these tank guys, they are in their permanent spot. So basically they're gonna be there, they're glued down, and what is it, they have that epoxy thingy, putty, or clay, and so they're just stuck right there. So I had that with glue, and they're just attached to the rocks. So this is their permanent place. That's where I'm gonna leave them. Let's see how they grow. One thing, I came across a video a couple days ago regarding how torches and Euphilia in general, they change colors. They'll get more of its color, the more light, the more par they get. And that is true. I've noticed how much, at first I was scared. I was like, man, it might burn them. But seeing just the torch, how it recovered so much, like, this is true. Just look at all my other Euphilia. They're just really colorful. The well is my gold/orange hammer. It's really beautiful. Now it's recovered. Remember, it had 2 heads. It fell on top of a mushroom due to me not taking good care of them and not gluing them down. It was only left with 1 head, and now it has 2 heads again, so that's really awesome. And then my other hammers are doing good. My toxic hammers, splatted hammers are doing good. I told you guys hammers are my favorite, as well as frog spawns, which I don't have no frog spawns, and I don't think I'll be able to get a frog spawn. So we'll see. Look at that. Wow, that's just beautiful. At first, I thought this hammer here was a hologram hammer, but it looks more like a blue hammer. But it's a branching type. I don't know if I ever seen a blue hammer before, or like people say, you know, they morph regarding the type of light they get, and it looks like more of the bluish color, and it's just wonderful. That thing is stunning. It's fire. That's super fire. And then we have this other hammer here. It's beautiful as well. And then we have our Octospawn, which in person, guys, this thing looks really beautiful. I got it as an orange Octospawn, but it looks more like a peach color with some turquoise on the actual base of the Octospawn itself. Like I told you guys previously, I was scared of getting it because this is my second Octospawn. The first one I had no luck, so I was like really scared if I was gonna be able to keep it. Then back here, guys, I actually had my spicy lemon Fabia stuck to this rock. I pulled it out because I didn't want it there, and I just noticed like how it left behind some babies. And then I noticed just down there I have a Miami chalice. If you guys can see it, it's blue with pink. So I have to move that too because I don't want it to grow actually in those rocks, and then later actually stunning the Euphilia. That's a no-no because pretty sure that these chalice and the fire are probably a little bit stronger than the Euphilia. So yeah. One thing, guys, quick tip or advice or opinion. I've heard before, once you have what is it called? Purple algae, coralline algae on your glass and your rocks. That is basically lets you know that you're able to keep corals in your tank. Supposedly I heard once you have that you could actually grow SPS. So I don't know if that's true. Let me know. Honestly, this tank has probably been set up for about 2 months, if top 3 months now. I had to go back to my videos when I uploaded the first video on this tank, but this tank hasn't really been uploaded for that much. But like I told you guys, I grabbed previous rocks that have been cycled, so there's a lot of life here. Everything's cycled, no need to recycle the tank. I don't even think I added live bacteria in a bottle for this tank. I just added things in, like, you know, just like from transferring. So now let's jump into the corals that are inside. I know this is a weird way to start the video, but we're trying things differently now. So right here is a green star polyp that I grabbed from the Red Sea tank. So this is new. I don't think I had this in the last video. So it's looking good. I don't know if I should keep it, sell it. I'm not so sure on what I'm gonna do with it. And then you can see that I had my spicy lemon Fabia there too. I guess it was already attaching itself to the glass, to the black glass of this drop off tank. So it's there, so we'll see. I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm gonna scrape it off. If it decides to grow there, then let it be. I'm not sure what I want to add on this section right here. I'm still debating. And I was cleaning the glass yesterday with the razor blade, and just my hand is too, I couldn't fit it there, so I need to find a product that would actually let me scrape this off, or I should just get those flipper glass cleaners, but they are a little bit expensive, but we'll see. But yeah, I was using a scraper, and hopefully I did not scratch my tank, because I think I actually didn't. I wouldn't want that to happen. It's a brand new tank. Then here we have some mushrooms, which it's really hard to actually show them because just the way the angle of the camera is. Oh man, I had 2 Recordia, and like I told you guys, I just had this tank on cruise control, never messed with it. I guess I forgot the name of those snails that they bury themselves in the sand. Well, they made a mess, and they flipped this disc over that had my Recordia, and it was there probably like for a week, and I guess it killed it. Wow, that's so disappointing. It's really sad. That's really sucks. Now let's move over to my mushrooms. As you guys know, I love mushrooms. Here's one of my babies. I'm so proud of it. It is my Sun-Kissed Bounce mushroom. I got this thing when it was tiny. I'm talking about tiny. Probably as small as that mushroom right there. It was really, really, really small. So, like, seeing it grow so big, it just, makes me proud. Like, so happy for it. I am thinking of getting an OG bounce, but we'll see. We'll see how all the finances are. So another coral that I actually added to the tank I actually added this whole rock right here, and I added the hairy mushroom there. Hairy mushrooms, they grow really fast, but hey, I just want to keep it. Then what's new are this rock too that I just added. That comes from my Red Sea tank. These are a bunch of wild caught Deadpools. They do not have the black in them. I want them in a coral swap, and they had them as Deadpool mushrooms, but I never seen them get any of the black, and I've had the mother for approximately 2 years. But the mother, when I set up this tank, it got lost, so it probably got buried under sand and died now. So that's pretty bad. But regardless, I have all the babies that it laid. So I brought these from the Red Sea not long ago. The same thing as the rock, of course, they are attached with the rocks. Then the Spicy Lemon Fire, I have it here to the right. And we'll see if it's its final location. We'll figure things out right now. Alright guys, so I'm back. I actually had to go outside and help my kids take out the dogs. So the dogs have their designated area, which I need to make a video about them, and an update on Bella and Rex. So I'm back. So next we have the mushrooms, the Sun-Kissed. Again, sorry if the video doesn't really, I'm trying to get, there you go. So we have the Sun-Kissed right there. It's really big, but I guess the fact that the hermit crabs are there, it closed down, as well as the kryptonite, guys. This is probably the second kryptonite I've owned. I had one before, but somebody offered me cash for it, a little bit more than what I paid, and my dummy self let it go. But this is the second kryptonite I own. I told you I'm trying to keep a mushroom collection. And to my luck, it actually left some babies behind. As we can see to the left, there's one there. So it's doing good. Now, to the left of that, we have a golden gonzo too. It's beautiful. It has a lot of colors. I have a bunch of golden gonzos, which they are over here. But they're not as colorful as this one. So I'm going to just let them grow. And once they grow out, I'm going to just rehome them. Right now, I wouldn't want to rehome them since they're little, and probably I wouldn't get much for them. And here on this bucket, again, I'm sorry, this is all like zoom in. Really sucks. Next time I gotta get a better lens. Here we have a baby Deadpool. We have a baby Gonzo, and then we have my baby Jawbreaker. So this is the second Jawbreaker that I own. First one, same colorful, beautiful. I already had red and green. Bought it for 40 bucks, super deal. Same size, so probably a little bit smaller, super small. This was like 2 years ago. It got lost, it detached itself, and guys never saw that thing again. So this one, I was really scared, but luckily it's been on this mushroom bowl that my wife won in a, in a raffle on Instagram. And it's attached to like a little piece of crushed coral. And I mean, when I got it, you could see a lot of red and some green on it. But now that it's growing, it's like fading out. But that's probably the case that it's growing. So it's probably something that they all go through. But we'll see. I'm pretty sure that thing's going to be beautiful when it's big. So we'll give it 6 months from today. And next thing you know, that thing's going to be beautiful. And I'm going to be so proud of it. So this is pretty much it for all the corals that I have, guys. I forgot to mention, I do have a digitata coral here. Trying to zoom in a little bit. Give me a second. There we go. So we have a digitata right there. Again, can't really zoom in. Found it when I turned down the Red Sea tank. and I left it here as I seen it had some life potential to it, and it's recovering slowly but surely. It's recovering. I've actually found 2 pieces, other ones in the bag. It never made it, so that one just died, and I gotta pull it out whenever I get a chance. For fish, guys, we still have my clownfish, and we have the Mandarin goby. I do have a couple other fish on the Red Sea tank, which I'll make a video separately on that tank. I'm not sure if I should add some fish to that. Being a nano tank, I don't think I could house that much fish in here. But yeah, I'm pretty much don't even have room to add no more corals. Probably just get some mushrooms here and there. Mushrooms that I think cool. One of the mushrooms my next mushroom I want to get is an OG bounce, and I think I should be set for that. And probably another one would be a Candy Crush mushroom, but we'll see how it happens. Also, I wanted this tank to actually be Euphilia, mushrooms, and Scolies. So we'll see. I haven't seen nothing out there at the fish stores that I go to. So there is an event coming up this month. I might be able to record some clips on that, or if I actually end up going, and if I do, I am going to try to get as much as the corals that I really want to keep in this tank. Man, the Euphilia garden is just looking wonderful, beautiful. As you guys can see in the top view, what a beautiful garden this is. In person, guys, this tank is super colorful, super beautiful. Yeah, I do not have the biggest, coolest tank, the coolest coral, but as long as I'm happy, that's what is important, guys. I don't have the most high-tech reef tank, but it is working for me, and whatever works for you, just keep it. If it's not broken, then why fix it, right? So the next video we're going to be doing on the Planet tank, guys, and a lot has changed there. Why the lights are off? Because it is still being treated. Last video I put on this tank, I said I was going to treat it, give it 3 days, see how things went, but I just been treating it since, and we'll see in the next video how everything is. So I will be making a video pretty soon. Anyhow, guys, this is it for this tank. Just being a tank, being a cruise control, there isn't much of an update on this tank. All I can tell you guys, everything's doing good. People might think I'm cruel, but I just feed my fish once a day. Do water changes either once a month or once every 2 weeks, depending how I am feeling. As long as the corals are happy and the fish look happy, I am set. Anyhow, guys, thank you guys for watching, and I am out. Peace.